How's it going, guys, and welcome to this video. Caught you off guard here in this scenery. We're in the woods, and you know who recently got out of the woods? Eric. We had Eric here on the YouTube channel, taking us through his entire journey with hair loss. We sat down for that previous interview where he talked about those days where he'd get up, he'd be so frustrated with that damn hair, and he said, you know what, I'm done with this. He shaved it off, and we saw his initial reaction was fantastic. But how has he fared weeks after shaving it off? Has he regretted it? Is he still enjoying that shaved head? Is he still thinking about that hair loss, or has he completely moved on? You're gonna find out in this video. Enjoy this chat where I caught up with Eric, guys. Okay, thank you. Dude, looks brilliant.
Thank you, thank you. I really wanted to really give attention to this. I didn't want it to just to be something, you know, not so thoughtful. We did it the day before my birthday because on my birthday we were going to have a couple of people over. I wanted to be a way to be able to expose myself to my family and some of my friends. I just wanted to jump into it. This is me now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, literally the definition of just go for it and get it out there, right?
Exactly. First off, we started off with just doing like, I don't know, it's like a number one where, you know, we did it. I took all the hair off and I looked at it like, it don't look right. We're gonna do some more. And then we did some more. And then, you know, by that time the guard was off, the blades all the way down, and it went, you know, as low as we can go with that.
Yeah.
And at that point I was satisfied.
Awesome.
You know, and it felt phenomenal. Like,
yeah.
It was just, you know, it was just a huge relief, and I felt good about it. I felt confident, but I tell you, I didn't feel as good as I felt the following day on my birthday. Obviously, when I saw people and everybody was like in disbelief. But the cool thing about it was like they were all like, "Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?" And I was honest with them.
Yeah.
You know, I was truthful. I said, listen, you know, I've been dealing with hair loss, like pretty, you know, significant over the past year. It got really bad. And I was showing them pictures, and I was, I said, you know, I've been covering it up with this and that. And I just felt like it was the time for me to just kind of take control and do what I really wanted, you know, so I didn't have to worry about it, and it didn't affect me anymore.
Yeah.
And it was very empowering, and everybody was super supportive. It was great. I mean, that day felt awesome.
When you showed them like a few pictures and things like that, were they like, oh wow, like I didn't really realize?
It was along the lines like, wow, we didn't know it was that bad. And I said, no, you didn't, because I did a really good job of covering it up. It was kind of like that, you know, a lot of people had no idea. They
to the other people it's nothing, you know, even if they had noticed, it's still kind of nothing, you know. But to you, it's so much, like, it's so draining. You might cover it up and you got the powder in or whatever the style, and then you're kind of thinking like, okay, it looks fine, it looks presentable, like hopefully no one will notice, and they won't. But you're probably still spending energy thinking like, are they going to notice? Is it, you know, is anyone looking?
They didn't pick up on anything. They had no real idea. And that's the thing, like, you know, that, and then when I kind of revealed it, they were like, oh wow, like we had, you know, it was that ooh ah type of deal, you know what I mean?
How about, you know, the future wife? What's her kind of thoughts on this?
I mean, really what it came down to is like, she really did know how much it really did get to me, you know, and how much it was something that was on my mind all the time, and it was like something that I just couldn't escape, you know. It was like every, you know, waking moment I'm like, there's my mind is on it at some point, you know what I mean? And and you know, she was just very supportive and just whatever made me happy type of deal. And then once I did it, it was just like, yeah, I mean, it looks good, you know what I mean? It doesn't look bad at all, you know.
I think that's a good way, isn't it? It's like, it's difficult to put yourself out there straight away, but when you see how people react and how positive people react, and I think it goes further in helping you kind of really just forget about it and just totally move on and even feeling better. I mean, this is what I want to ask, just overall, like if you feel maybe better, even more confident than before, like with the hair that you had.
That's the big thing. I mean, it's just been the confidence thing, man. I mean, my confidence has just went through the roof. And and even listen, even if I didn't get people saying, "Oh, wow, that looks really good," you have a great shaped head, it really accents, your other features on your face, what, even if I didn't get any of that stuff, it still made me feel confident because it wasn't something in the back of my mind. I wasn't questioning it. It was just something that, listen, I did it. It's done. I'm past it. And this is me. This is who I am now. And this is how I'm going to move forward from this all. And
Brilliant.
that's really how it came down. I mean, like I said, the comments and the support is awesome. It's always a plus. It's
Yeah.
always going to be a plus for anybody that decides that they want to do this. But even if I didn't have that,
Just
it's
in
still
yourself, right? Just
in
you yourself.
myself.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, because listen, I've never really been a person that needs
Out
positive feedback or
or like,
affirmations
yeah, validation and from other people sort of thing.
or
Yeah.
validation. I've never been that type of person, but anybody, I don't care who you are, obviously any type of
Feels good.
validation feels good.
Yeah.
But I knew it within myself that this is a good step for me.
Eric, I've got to ask you, like, because this is the big question. People are going to watch
Yeah.
this and kind of hopefully gain confidence themselves. They can relate to your story, relate to the before and the after. So, have
Yeah.
you got any things that really sort of helped you kind of through this, building the confidence to decide, like, hey, this is the route I think I'm going to take, and also maybe the final day when you're like, right, it's the second, I'm going to do it, let's get it done.
Yeah, I mean, when you know, it's really what it comes down to. I mean, if you found yourself looking at your YouTube channel and you're doing the research and you're feeling that pain that you feel like nobody else can really relate to, but um, just get to the point where just trust yourself, trust your gut. If you're feeling the pain and you're thinking that this is something that you want to do, just go for it. Do it. Don't look back. Be positive. Look forward. Don't look backwards. It is not the end. I'll tell you what. I don't care. There's countless things online like keeps and hymns and don't live under a hat. But buy my pills and my serums and my products and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
It's just smoke and mirrors. They're just trying to rework your brain in the way that it thinks, so that they can take your money, is really what it comes down to. I mean, all I have to say to any of that is that the other option is a good option. Take the hair off. If you like it, which I think that you will, because I loved it and a lot of other people on this channel absolutely love it, then you're free. No money, no nothing. I mean, it's just your freedom. And you don't have to, your journey stops and it'll feel good when it stops, you know? That's really my biggest advice, is just to trust yourself, trust the process. If you're like, listen, I think I need another year, take another year. If you want to do it tomorrow, do it tomorrow. If you want to do it right now, do it right now. You know what I mean? Just do it, and
Yeah.
when you start going through the process in your mind, you'll be really, really surprised at how you work things out for yourself. It's really what it comes down to. And of course, all the support on Baldcafe is awesome. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
do a great job, and it was huge for me.
Awesome.
And that's the best advice I can really, really give is that.
No, it's great advice, especially because it's strange, isn't it? And when I kind of off camera, I think, or not off camera, but after we kind of stopped recording in the first interview, I said, I always look forward, and don't get me wrong, sometimes, honestly, like this is real talk, I'm nervous. Like, I'm nervous for people because
Yeah.
obviously I want them to go through it, enjoy it, and come out the other side with all
Yeah.
the same positive feelings that we see so much on the channel, right?
Right.
But of course, there's always that thing that I think, right, are they going to like it instantly, or are they going to need to take some time with it, or will they need to, is this a thing they're going to have to warm to? And it's always so, but I said to you, I was like, it's so good when we can get back on camera afterwards and you can kind of
Yeah.
you almost have to see, you have to feel it to, like,
You do.
Yeah, it's not see it to believe it. What is the phrase I'm looking for? It's like you have to experience it to kind of
Yes.
know what we're talking about. Do you know what I mean?
Correct.
Like
You
these
do.
feelings that we're talking about, you have to kind of go through it.
Exactly. You will not know the liberating feeling that you get until you do it. You
Yeah.
know, it's like it's absolutely amazing. You know, I go in that in my house now. I don't think about a hat. How does my, should I
That's
push it this
crazy.
way? Push it that way.
Yeah.
Put it up. Put the powder. Put the gel. You know what
But
I
that's
mean? I'm
crazy,
not.
right? That's
Yeah.
so mad compared to like what 3 weeks ago or 1 month ago, where that would have been like right at the forefront, you know?
It would have, and it was like, what am I gonna do today? How am I gonna make myself feel better about this today? You know what I mean? This battle that we just don't need. We don't need it. We don't need the battle, and the battle can be won, and it was won on my end, that's for sure.
Definitely, and a new journey, starts afterwards. And I wish you all the best for that, 100%. I got to thank you one more time. Just really quickly, one last point: the bit that you mentioned about if your searches have slowly started to move away from how do I like hold on to this at all costs, and you've read all the stuff and you've seen videos on that, something hasn't really felt right about it, or you're like not really sure, and if you've like moved on to, how will I like good head shapes for bald men or bald men before or after anything of that sort, then it's getting to the thing where it's like, you know what, this is probably something you're going to try at some point. I like the thing of like take your time, you'll know when the time is right, but there
Yeah.
usually comes a point where you've just got to say, hey, I've got to go for this, let's just try, let's just go for it.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody's going to be different. The way I did it was, listen, I'm doing it, and then tomorrow I'm jumping in the water. I don't care. Feed me to the wolves because this is what I want. You know what I mean? And no matter what, I'm gonna be happy either way. You know, and that's the way I did it. I'm not saying that's going to be that way for everybody. It may not. Some people have to just ease their way into it. It's like when you meet somebody in your life, you meet them, whether it be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, an actual friend, whatever. You meet that person and you just know you're gonna just hit it off.
Yeah.
When you know, and it's the same exact thing. When you get to this point within yourself, when you know, and that's how you're gonna make that progress.
Yeah, awesome. No, Eric, thank you so much, man. It's a pleasure
Yeah,
to have done this and put this together. I can't wait to get it out and share it with the people, and I really hope a lot of people can benefit from it. And of course,
I'm
I'll
sure hope
share
so.
those messages and everything with you. Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely sure hope so. And that was my biggest thing kind of going into this.
yeah,
I knew my pain, and I saw your vision, I saw your goal, and I knew I needed to be a part of that just to help anybody else. And I really do hope that this gets at least one person, over that hump. You know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, man.